We're gonna talk about it today. We're gonna talk about it today, man. What it do, my people? This is your boy FJ3000, and I wanna welcome you guys back to a brand new episode of Hot Off the Press. And we got some hot news today. LeBron James versus Stephen A. Smith. And I will say this. That pot of water that's been boiling in LeBron for years on years of being quiet, not really saying much, that thing spilled over. We see LeBron James get up from the bench in the fourth quarter against the New York Knicks. And there was one of them situations where when I see Stephen A. Smith, it's on sight. The first thing I was thinking, oh, snap, we finna see another Will Smith and Chris Rock moment. But thank goodness that didn't happen. I'm trying to figure out, man, why Brian pulling up on Stephen A like that? What happened? What's going on? Word is, Brian told Stephen A, keep my son name out your mouth. That's my son. Keep his name out your mouth. Point blank, period. And that came from Stephen A. And I'm trying to figure out, man, what happened? What caused Bron to pull up and say this? So me, I go do my research. Now back in if I'm not mistaken, this was against the 76ers, probably about a month ago. The Lakers were coming off of a back-to-back. They had players injured. Now they players still played, but they were injured, banged up. So I think they played limited minutes. Bronny had been playing good in the G League. Bronny came in the first quarter. I think he played a total of 15 minutes. Got cooked by Maxey. Who don't get cooked by Maxey? It happens. I think Bronny from the field was 0 for 5, and for 3, he was 0 for 3. Okay, cool. Didn't play good. It happens. But the next day on First Take, and this right here comes strictly out of Stephen A. mouth about the number 55 pick. And it necessarily ain't about the number 55 pick. That last name, James, your pops is LeBron. That's why these things go the way they go. That's why Bronny is not your average 55 pick. But he's still number 55. Now let's get on to it. The next day after the game, Stephen A goes on First Take and he says, I'm pleading with LeBron James. As if he had been talking to him. As a father, stop this. Why are you exposing your son like this? Do what? Like, what are we really talking about? You in that much of an uproar because JJ Redick said that Bronny had been playing good in the G League. The Lakers were coming off of a back-to-back with some players injured, banged up. So he wanted to give Bronny some early minutes. And that led you to say, as a father, stop this? Like, really? It's all for clicks. We understand. We know how Stephen A keep getting paid. $100 million just a week ago, a couple days ago. Because Stephen A talks about a lot of things that other people in the media don't want to talk about. We know Stephen A don't bite his tongue. If he see it, he gonna speak on it. And that's the thing about journalists. A lot of times they respond and speak on what they see. I can't really knock him for that. He felt like Bronny was playing trash, playing horrible, so he spoke on it. But it's for clicks, and it's gonna run it up. And his radio show, his podcast, all of that stuff, the views are gonna skyrocket. The likes on it are gonna skyrocket. We talking about the 55 pick, man. A lot of us, I'm sure, don't none of us know any 55 picks that's done played in the league. And if we do, is we got to go research it. But guess what? They ain't getting talked about on Sports Center like that. They ain't getting talked about on First Take like that. They ain't getting talked about on none of those shows like that. And I understand who Bronny James is. I understand who his dad is. Bronny James really been playing garbage minutes all season though. Even in garbage time, Bronny James in the midst of garbage time playing 2-3 minutes in garbage time or getting DNPs, and Stephen A still have something to say. But guess what? He don't say nothing about them top 10 picks that came out of that draft class that has basically done nothing. Zach Edey has played pretty good, and Castle has played pretty good. Those are the two. And maybe a possible. Everybody was so hyped up on Reed Shepard. Y'all don't talk about him. But we gonna talk about the 55th pick though. Out of 58, 55th pick out of 58 players that got drafted. It's all about running them numbers up, people. So I get it. But here's the thing though. Journalists gonna talk. And I want to say this before I jump off. And I really want you guys to make sure you guys comment because I want you guys' take on it. This is what happened in 2023. LeBron tweeted, man, Bronny is definitely better than some of these cats I've been watching on NBA League Pass today. This is lightweight hilarious. When LeBron said that, he put a huge target on Bronny back. The media was waiting. Bronny was still in high school when this happened. He was still in high school when Bron tweeted that. So now you got NBA players looking. You got the media waiting for Bronny to get to the league. And this is part of the reason why Stephen A do what he do. LeBron got to get some of this too, because he tweeted that. If you just rock it out, let Bronny get to the league, let Bronny do his thing, it may not be much for Stephen A to say other than things that he may make up. But I still feel like it's nothing to talk about with the 55th pick. Nothing to talk about. Not to mention the man still trying to find his way back from cardiac arrest. But hey, we ain't gonna speak on that. I want to know how you guys feel about it. Who in the wrong? Is it Bron in the wrong? Is it Stephen A in the wrong? Let's talk about it. I do know Stephen A was shook up. The way he was on First Take, I know he was shook up for sure. But hey, let's talk about it. I know you're going to have to keep Bronny out your mouth, Stephen A. And then you say, as a father, all of that wasn't needed. Again, this is your boy, FJ3000. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Let's talk about it. Again, your boy 3000, and I'm out. Peace.